Hi, it's Gail and I'm back today, not to bake cards, but to do some pebble painting. So all I've done is got myself some pebbles, Sharpie pen, well, a couple of Sharpie pens. I've got some green ones and a black one, and some red paint and some water to clean my brush with. Yeah, and they're very easy to do. I'm no artist, so if I can do it, anybody can do it. I did these earlier on in the year, and I did these was for the fairy garden, and I did a bee and a ladybird, and I used just ordinary emulsion paint and then a clear varnish, and they've stood the test of time. They've had a few storms along the way, and some very wet weather and some very hot weather, so they haven't done too bad. Apparently you're supposed to use an acrylic paint on stones, but I didn't have any, so I opted for emulsion and yeah, and a clear varnish, so you can see they've done okay. So I thought I'd paint some poppies on for Remembrance Sunday, and I'm going to put them onto the beach on the steps where I go down. Yeah, because we can't all get together on Remembrance Sunday because of the COVID restrictions. So I'll show you how to do these. So I start off by using my Sharpie pen. So I've got my pebble and I've cleaned it up so there's no mud and loose dirt on it. And then I use the Sharpie pen so that I can do the outline of the actual poppy. So start off with a circle, just like that, and then I just take and then I sort of make a wave, like a bit of a heart shape, so that it makes like the petal shape. And then again on the next one, and come down and then on the next one, and I do them in like 4 little segments, yeah, until you've got the shape of your poppy. So once you've got your shape of your poppy, you can then paint it. Oh no, we can write, if you want to write anything on your stone, I'd write it on now, because once your paint's wet you can't sort of write it. So I think I'll turn it around there and we'll write remember under here. These are the permanent markers that I'm using. Just right under there like that. There we go. Because it's only a small stone, I've only done 1 poppy. On this bigger stone that I have, I've done 3 on there, but you can get the idea from just doing the 1. And then I just get the emulsion paint, and it's just one of the little match pots which I've picked up along the way when I'm looking for my crafty things. And then I just carefully go around the it like colouring, like a colouring book, trying not to go over the lines. If you do go over the lines, it doesn't really matter, because you can always sort of touch up with your black pen, so that your line becomes more prominent again. Yeah, so we just, that's all we do. It's very therapeutic, very calming, and you're just concentrating on keeping in the edges. I used to like colouring as a child, so this is a bit like doing a colouring book. And you don't have to be quick because you can take as long as you want. There's no rush. And just paint your poppy petals. I'd leave them for about 24 hours to dry properly, and then put the varnish on, just so that none of the paint sort of bleeds off. And just paint away. And that's how simple it is, really. And once it's dried, you end up with the stones like that. And I haven't got a steady hand, I do shake a bit, so as you can see with the paintbrush, most probably moving all over the place. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape now. It's starting to look like a poppy. For the centre bit, I didn't have any green paint, so I thought, ooh, what can I use? And because it's only a small area, I had the Sharpie pens, which are the permanent markers, and they seem to work really well. So I just used those for the centre. So perhaps you could use the Sharpie pen actually for doing the petals as well. I never thought about that really, but I just think you get a better look with the paint. So I'll show you how to do the middle, and I've just done that one. Paintbrush there. So for the middle, all I did was I got a very dark green Sharpie pen, and I just sort of I didn't do it in, you know, I don't want it to look perfect, because when you look at a flower petal and a flower, they're not sort of perfect. They have different shadings and things, so I just thought, oh well, we'll sort of do a bit of a mix and a match here. So I did some dark green, and you can see I've left some gaps in there, and then I did some lighter green, just so it gives it a bit of light and shade, if that's right, I don't know, but there you go, I'm no artist. But yeah, so that's the middle, just sort of coloured in there like that. And then when it's completely dry, what I did, I just sort of, if you look at a poppy, they've got like little black specks in the middle as well, so I just put some like little dots with the with the black Sharpie pen just into the middle. And yeah, that's how we do the poppy on the stones. So it's very easy once you've got your poppy shape. It's just getting that poppy shape, which, yeah, I sort of looked at it like a heart shape when I started doing them. If you look on that one there, it does look like a heart. So that's where I got the shape from, really. Which, like, and if you look at a poppy, they do look a little bit like a heart shape petal. Especially the ones that we sort of buy on Remembrance days or coming up to Remembrance Day. I mean, if you wanted, you could, if you're very artistic, you could put some leaves on there and things, but I'll try that at a later date, I think, because I'm not the most artistic. So there we have a little painted poppy onto a stone, and that's how I make the painted poppy stones. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much. See you again sometime.